Have you ever agreed to something even when you didn't really want to? Maybe someone convinced you to buy something, do a favor, or change your opinion, and later you realized you were manipulated. The scary part is that most manipulation is invisible. People use simple psychological tricks that quietly influence your brain without you even noticing. Today you'll learn 7 psychological tricks people use to manipulate you. And once you understand them, you'll start noticing them everywhere. Trick number 1 is called the foot in the door technique. This happens when someone asks you for a very small favor first, something simple like, "Can you help me for just a minute?" When you say yes, the request slowly becomes bigger. Suddenly, that 1 minute becomes helping them with a whole task or project. Because your brain wants to stay consistent with your first answer, you feel pressure to say yes again. This is why many salespeople start with small, harmless questions before asking you to buy something. Trick number 2 is the guilt trap. Manipulators often make you feel like you owe them something. They might say things like, "After everything I've done for you," or "I thought you cared about me." Suddenly, the decision is no longer about logic, it becomes emotional. Guilt is one of the strongest pressures in human psychology, and once someone triggers guilt, many people agree to things they never actually wanted to do. Trick number 3 is false urgency. You've probably seen messages like, "Only 3 items left," or "Offer ends in 10 minutes. This creates artificial pressure in your brain. When people feel rushed, they stop thinking carefully and make faster decisions. Manipulators know this, so they create urgency even when there is no real rush at all. Trick number 4 is the compliment trap. Flattery can be very powerful. Someone might say, "You're the smartest person here," or "You're the only one I trust with this." When you hear compliments like that, your brain feels valued and respected. Because you want to maintain that positive image, you become more likely to agree with the person giving the compliment. But many manipulators don't compliment you because they respect you. They do it because they want something from you. Trick number 5 is the social proof illusion. Humans naturally follow the crowd. If everyone seems to support something, your brain assumes it must be correct. Manipulators use phrases like, "Everyone is doing it," or "Most people agree with this." Even if it's not true, once your brain believes a group supports something, you start feeling pressure to follow them. Trick number 6 is silence pressure. This trick is surprisingly simple but very effective. Someone asks you a question and then stays completely silent while looking at you. That silence becomes uncomfortable and your brain wants to fill the gap. So you start talking more, explaining more, sometimes even revealing information you didn't plan to share. Skilled negotiators use silence because people naturally feel the need to break it. And finally, trick number 7 is the fear trigger. Fear is one of the fastest ways to control someone's decisions. A manipulator might say, "If you don't do this, something bad could happen," or "If you don't take this opportunity, you'll regret it." When fear activates, your brain enters survival mode and logic becomes weaker. That's why fear is one of the most powerful manipulation tools. But here's the most important thing to remember. Manipulation only works when you don't recognize it. The moment you notice these tricks, their power starts disappearing. So the next time someone pressures you, rushes you, flatters you, or makes you feel guilty, pause for a moment and ask yourself one simple question. Am I making this decision, or is someone trying to make it for me? Because the strongest mind is not the one that controls others, it's the one that cannot be controlled.